Hi everybody, happy morning, afternoon, evening, and night. So I'm pretty sure most of you are wondering about this video and as well as the title as well. And just to keep you guys informed that I will be temporarily pausing my live streaming and try to make more videos as well so you guys know ahead of time, because I had to put up with a financial situation with a friend of mine who's soon to be my former friend, and I gotta start at the very beginning. So at day one, which I know this person for a while, for like a couple of days or more whatsoever. So ultimately, on day one, my friend was asking me to borrow money for emergency purposes and whatsoever. And I was like, okay, for like a few $100s. So I was like, okay. So I just basically did that with e-transfer specifically, alongside with the receipts. Like a few $100s that I lent to this person. So I'm like, okay, cool. Make sure to pay me back as soon as you can, and etc. And then eventually heading towards the second day, which is also by the phone call, by the way, so you guys know. So eventually in the phone call, I was asked by the same friend again. And then this time, this person tells me they want several hundred more dollars out of me. I'm like thinking to myself, okay, that's a bit strange. So I did ultimately decide to pretty much like ask him questions of like, why is it that you need several hundred more dollars out of me, as well as whatever happened to the few $100s I gave you so you can pay off your bills and then try to pay me back as soon as you can, as well as those instances that something seems a bit unusual about this conversation. So ultimately, at some point in time, this friend decided to tell me I'm a liar and all kinds of things, as well as having to put up with disrespect and whatsoever, and so on. So I'm just thinking to myself, that's a bit weird. So I ultimately give this person a few chances to redeem themselves and hopefully try to apologize and whatsoever and etc. But it's the same old, like bad attitude. And it felt like this might be those instances where I came to realization that this person's a bad friend. It's like they're just doing whatever they can, however they could, to do like extortion, as well as those instances of like entitlements and all kinds of craziness, and try to like keep telling me multiple times like, oh, like, you know, like get money some way whatsoever and blah blah blah, like basically like the cash loan and all kinds of craziness. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with this person? Like the walls within my halls with my boundaries is basically getting like pretty much torn up, like basically vandalized in the worst conceivable way. I'm like, what the heck? It's like this person's willing to go out of their way to compromise our friendship to feel like entitled to get more money out of my pocket. I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? And I even explained to this person very carefully in a more assertive manner as possible to keep it civil, and asked them, why is it that you're like being disrespectful towards me, and why is it that this situation is getting much worse like never before for no apparent reason? Like, you can't do this to your own friends like that. That's not okay. So ultimately the person just kept doing the same old, like the same pattern from before. So I thought, you know what, after like a few phone calls back and forth, like 5 times at least, I decided to go to the point of like giving this person the F around and find out treatment specifically. So I decided to take matters into my own hands to very much document everything, every single possible detail to the best of my ability, to the best of my knowledge. So specifically making sure I have the transaction history with the e-transfer specifically, as well as going out of my way to have the phone call history as well as like having the person's email as well as their full name whatsoever. So once I gather as much evidence as possible whatsoever, I might try to consider going out of my way to do like legal advice, and hopefully it might be leading to legal action if necessary, which I know for sure like most people would say that it seems a bit premature to do that with a few short amount of time whatsoever. But keep in mind that this friend of mine is turning into a bad friend right there, and that's not good, because most of my friends were not like that, but a few friends like these ones, I'm not sure what's wrong with them, but I think it's getting to a point where it's getting to the point of no return, because I decided to take matters in my own hands and be like, enough is enough. Like, I'm getting sick and tired of being disrespected multiple times and being misled over nothing. the entitlement from this person was just like getting out of hand. So hopefully on next week Monday, I'll do whatever I can, however I could, to do what I could to get to this small claims court in my home city specifically, and try to get some advice and do whatever I can with legal action against this person whatsoever, because this is not acceptable whatsoever. Because I was getting pretty fed up, by the way, by this person's nonsense. And yeah, that's my situation, so you guys know at the time. So ultimately, I'd like to thank you all so much for your understanding, and I hope everybody has a very great morning, afternoon, evening, and night, as well as staying safe. And of course, in addition, that lets you guys know ahead of time before the end of this video that you guys do not owe me money, not one cent, none. You don't owe me anything, and I will never ask you guys money, which I never will. Because like I said in the past and towards the present day, once again, that I'll never ask for money. I never will. Because any support is welcome, no matter what happens. It's just to keep you guys informed. So that's all I have to say. So I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.